Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our 2:30 streaming show. I'm Jamie French.
And I'm Robinson Miles. A lot happening around the tri-state today, so let's go ahead and jump right in. First things first, a huge sinkhole has formed in the fast lane in Interstate 69 in Hopkins County. Officials say it's on the northbound side near the exit to Kentucky 2171. They say this is the same area that was blocked late last summer due to ground settlement.
Yeah, so we know crews are moving in some equipment and will be blocking both sides of the interstate for repairs. We do have a crew that just got on scene. She sent us back these photos. Officials say there is no exact timeline on when the work could be finished, but just try to avoid that area if you can. Maybe stay off the interstate if you have to go past that area. Take the back roads, the side roads, because we know those sinkholes, they're not fun.
Oh, man. And when it rains, it pours when it comes to road construction. Our second story back here in Evansville, just days after sinkhole repairs on Riverside Drive wrapped up, drivers are again dodging traffic cones. Evansville water and sewer utility crews are out resurfacing the road. And we're told crews will start by closing the two inside lanes before switching to the two outside lanes in each direction.
Yeah, officials say the work should be done by the end of the week. But it was just last Wednesday we told you that Riverside was clear and back open, and here we are. I mean, it's like all over again. So if you frequently travel that stretch of road on the riverfront, this is not good news. I was not thrilled when I saw this morning. It just was a bad start to the Tuesday, but hoping it's done by the end of this week.
Maybe they'll let us have Riverside Drive when we've proven that we're responsible.
I know. I'm like, we can
appreciate
handle driving
it.
on it.
It's
Yes.
like, I promise.
I promise. I love Riverside. Keep it open.
For our last headline today, a century-old Indiana staple has new owners. Brent and Kathy Weatherwax, owners of Papa Bears, are taking over the historic Nisbet Inn in Hobstadt. And the Nisbet Inn is best known for their ribs, smoked chicken, and of course, the world's coldest beer since 1912.
Yeah, and owners say that will not be changing. They plan to continue on the Nisbet legacy just as it is, while also adding professional catering services. So this is such a neat little tavern. It's been around for like 114 years or so. So they're going to keep that going, but add their own little catering twist onto it. So very cool.
Anything that has history.
I love
I'm
it.
so glad.
I
we
love
can
it.
Keep going. Don't tear it down.
I saw where
Keep it
the world's
alive.
coldest beer, they were the second place in Indiana to obtain a liquor license. So I'm like, I
Oh,
love
wow.
that they're keeping that
That's
going. Yeah,
fun.
very fun. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Well, that's going to round out things on the news side for today. But of course, we do have a lot going on. Our photographers and reporters are all over the tri-state. So be sure to circle back for 14 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10.
All right, do not go anywhere. If you've been outside today, you know it's warm, but you might get blown over. It's quite windy out there. Yeah.
Not messing around.
A lot happening in the weather this week, so we'll turn you over to meteorologist Arden Gregory right after the break.
Good afternoon. I'm 14 First Alert meteorologist Arden Gregory, and this is a live look at the Evansville riverfront. It's hard to tell from this angle, but those flags are really snapping in the wind there. It is mostly sunny and very windy across the tri-state right now. Moving forward, we do have some changes on the way, though. While there's lots of sunshine across the tri-state today, and we do have those breezy near record highs, I actually think we probably will tie the record high this afternoon. We're already very, very close. But then we've got some rain coming in. So we've got scattered rain in the forecast tomorrow, and that's just the first of 3 rounds of rain that we have on the way. I have somebody saying that they don't have any sound. Can somebody confirm that? I have levels here and my mic is on, so you should be able to hear me. If you still can't hear me, please comment and let me know that. But Suzanne, I'm seeing, says there's no sound. Okay, Suzanne says she can hear me now, so I don't know what that was about. So I'm glad we got that sorted out. Okay, so rain, scattered chances tomorrow, but again, that is just the first of 3 rounds of rain in the forecast this week. We've got more rain late Thursday into Friday, and then Saturday possibly lingering into Sunday, although I will tell you Easter Sunday is trending drier. That rain seems to be shifting up, which means better rain chances for Saturday, but moving out earlier in the day with drier conditions for Easter Sunday. So Easter weekend, real mixed bag there, as it seems like the chances of rain on Saturday are going up, but as a result, the chances of rain on Easter Sunday are going down some. Satellite and radar showing lots of blue sky and sunshine over the tri-state right now. You will notice there are some clouds off to the northwest, though. We are expecting those to spread across the tri-state as we go through the next few hours, so it will become partly and then maybe even mostly cloudy by the end of the day today. But I still think we'll stay dry. We may catch a stray shower overnight, but most of us will stay dry until Wednesday. Wednesday, there's a very isolated chance we could get some rain in the morning. Better chances, though, from about lunchtime into the afternoon. We're still not talking about a washout here. This is not going to be widespread soaking rain. It's going to be very scattered. So at times on Wednesday, some folks may get rain more than once. Others may stay dry most of the day or maybe even the whole day if that rain just never happens to find where you are. Especially as we get later into Wednesday afternoon and evening, we could maybe get a pocket of heavy rain or a few rumbles of thunder, but then any scattered rain we do see on Wednesday will taper off as we go into the overnight hours Wednesday night. We'll then have a period of dry time before that next round of rain moves in late Thursday into Friday. For today, though, the story is the temperatures. We are sitting in the low to mid 80s right now. It's 83 in Evansville and Henderson. It's also very windy, and that wind is actually helping warm us up because of the direction it's coming from. You'll notice the arrows here. That wind is coming from the southwest. Many of us seeing wind speeds of 20 to 25, even 30 miles an hour, but because that wind is coming from the southwest, it's pulling warmer air from the south up into the tri-state. So that southerly wind plus the sunshine is what's really pushing us into those 80s this afternoon. In addition to the sustained winds of 20 to 25 miles an hour, we have had gusts upwards of 35 or even 40 miles an hour. Evansville had one gust of 41 miles an hour. So it is very windy out there today, but that wind is helping to pull that warmer air into the tri-state. We started out this morning with a low of 66. That is warmer than our normal high this time of year. Our normal highs run around 63. We are currently 20 degrees warmer than the average high, sitting at 83 right now in Evansville, but we've still got a couple more hours before we really hit peak heating for the day. So I think we'll probably make it to 84. I wouldn't be shocked if we even made it to 85. So we will probably tie the record from 1986. We may even end up breaking it with this strong southerly wind. So it is very warm out there. This is just adding to a string of days in March where we have had not just unusually warm, but even record-setting high temperatures. We've had several days this month in the 80s. We've had multiple days where we have set new record high temperatures, and as a result, 2026 is going to be one for the record books here. Right now, it looks like we are going to come out as the 5th warmest March on record, and these records go all the way back to 1897. The warmest March we have ever had was in 2012. Our average temperature that year for the month of March was 59.4, and this March, we've had an average temperature of 54.9. That may go up just a little bit after the end of the day today, but I still think we're going to land in 5th place. I doubt it'll go up enough to unseat 1921 there at 55.6. So the point being, even with the day, on St. Patrick's Day, we had a high of just 32. So even with an occasional one-off here or there where we have had some cold days in March, we have had so many warm days that this is going to go down as the 5th warmest March on record. Overnight tonight, the wind does die down, but it'll still be a little bit breezy, and that wind, more importantly, still coming from the southwest. So it's still pulling that warmer air into the tri-state, keeping our temperatures on the milder side. Our lows will once again tonight only dip into the mid-60s, warmer than our normal highs for this time of year. Then tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy. We do have, like I showed you, just some very hit or miss scattered showers and storms possible on and off, especially during the afternoon, but we still have that southerly breeze. So even with the clouds and a chance of rain, I think our temperatures will still make it into at least the upper 70s. In the areas that stay a little drier, I think we'll get into the low 80s again tomorrow. So still running much warmer than you would expect for this time of year. As I showed you before, our average high this time of year is about 63. So our lows are falling closer to our normal highs, and our highs are running 15 to 20 degrees warmer than average through the end of this week. We do kind of get a reality check as we get into early next week. Easter Sunday will be significantly cooler, then we gradually start to warm back up again. But you'll notice not just tomorrow, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all have the icon here showing a chance of rain or maybe even thunderstorms. So let's talk a little bit more about our rain chances and why Saturday into Sunday is where we finally see this big drop. It all has to do with the placement of the fronts. So tomorrow we have this front draped to our north, and it's just going to kind of skirt along the northern edge of the tri-state and slide off to the northeast. As it does so, I do think it will kick up some very scattered showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms, mainly Wednesday afternoon. But again, not a total washout, and because that cold front never actually moved through the tri-state, our wind direction doesn't change. We still have that warm air flowing in from the south. Then we move into Thursday. That whole system lifts off to the northeast. We will be dry for much of the day on Thursday, but notice this next weather system already brewing out to the west. As that slides in, we see our rain chances picking back up late in the day Thursday, carrying over into Friday morning. It does seem like most of that rain will probably be focused overnight Thursday night into Friday morning, but a few showers earlier in the day Thursday or lingering on into Friday afternoon, certainly possible. But overnight Thursday into Friday morning seems like our better chance. Again, we're not talking about widespread soaking rainfall. This is going to be scattered rain, just kind of kicked up on the outskirts of this front that will still be to our north. So again, our wind direction hasn't changed. We still have that warm air from the south, which is why our temperatures, even with the rain chances, will still be running much warmer than average all the way into Friday. Then Saturday, another weather system starts to come in from the west. This one brings us some changes. Notice how this cold front is draped more to the south here. As that pushes into the tri-state, it is going to bring our best chance of widespread rain for the tri-state during the day on Saturday. So Saturday morning, we may start out dry, but then this rain moves in. It does seem like our best chance of rain is probably going to be Saturday evening. I do think that this line will probably weaken as it moves into the tri-state, so I think any chance of severe weather will probably stay to our west, and those storms will weaken as they move into our region. But still, some widespread soaking rainfall, maybe even some pockets of heavy rain possible Saturday evening. As we get into Sunday morning, this whole thing starts to slide off to the east. We may still catch a stray shower, especially east of I-69 through early Sunday morning, but really it looks like that rain's going to move out pretty quickly. And most of Easter Sunday, we will see clearing conditions. By the end of the day, we may even get a little sunshine. But notice behind that cold front, our wind direction does change. Cooler air flows in from the northwest, and that's where you see that big drop in our temperatures. So Easter Sunday will be a little drier than Saturday, but it'll also be about 20 degrees cooler. Looking at our thunderstorm chances for today, any chance of severe weather mainly off to our north, although there is an isolated chance to the west as well. Again, that's more where the front is located. I showed you how that front will just kind of slide to the northeast as we go through the day tomorrow. So again, tomorrow we have this chance of some isolated severe storms to our east. Meanwhile, we will have the next weather maker already brewing off to the west here. primarily bringing severe weather stretching from about Kansas City down into Texas, with an even higher risk now added from about Wichita down into Texas as well. So then that's the system that'll slide to the northeast and head our way Thursday into Friday then. So as that whole thing slides to the northeast, the greater risk of severe weather is to our north, but much of the tri-state is included in this level 1 risk for maybe an isolated strong to severe storm Thursday night. I think if we did get any severe weather, it would be just a low level risk for some damaging wind gusts. It will be rather breezy, and so if we do get some storms, those winds could get even stronger. Overall, though, our severe weather risk really looks like it's going to be very low. As for how much rain we're going to get, in total, most of us will probably land somewhere around 1.5 inches of rain. You could land a little on either side, though, because the rain is going to be scattered. So some folks will obviously get more rain than others, but this is total. So this counts the rain tomorrow, the rain Thursday night into Friday, and the rain Saturday ending early Sunday morning. So all 3 rounds of rain combined, we're probably looking at 1.5 inches of rain. We can handle that. I don't think we'll have any major issues with flooding or anything like that. And I do think the bulk of that rain will fall Saturday, especially Saturday evening. That seems like our best chance of widespread rain and any chance of heavy rain as well. But just like I think the strongest storms and the chance of severe weather will be focused mainly to our north and west, it looks like the heaviest rain will be too. You see those purples and those reds showing up there, indicating heavier rain of 2 to 3 inches possible areas to our north and west. But here at home, we're going to be caught kind of on the outer edges of a lot of these systems. So the rain Wednesday, and again with the rain Thursday night into Friday, we're going to be kind of on the edge of this. So a few scattered showers and even some thunderstorms could certainly make their way through the tri-state. But I don't really think we have any kind of major severe weather risk. I doubt we'll see any widespread soaking rain through the rest of the work week. Saturday is our best chance of widespread rain. That's when that cold front's actually going to move through the tri-state. But like I said, I expect that to weaken as it approaches us. So they may have some severe weather to our west earlier in the day Saturday, but then as those storms approach us late Saturday evening, I really think things are going to start to weaken out by then. So I don't see a major severe weather threat there either. We may have some heavy rain though. Then behind that cold front, our wind direction changes. We do dry things out pretty early in the day on Sunday. It seems like any rain will come to an end very early Sunday morning. So most of Easter is trending dry, but it will be significantly cooler. High temperatures will only be in the mid 50s on Easter Sunday, and then we dip down into the 30s that night. Looking beyond that, though, as we get into next week, high pressure takes over. Sunny skies return Monday and Tuesday. And with that, our temperatures gradually start to climb back into the 60s. The extended outlook then from Wednesday, April 8th through the end of next week does show a trend back toward above average temperatures with near average precipitation. It seems like there's going to be some drier weather off to our southeast. That's probably that same high pressure system bringing us sunshine Monday and Tuesday starts to slide to the east, and they get dry, sunny weather there for the second half of the week. Meanwhile, the next weather system will start brewing out to the west and then would eventually head our way. But right now, next week is looking fairly quiet with sunny and warmer weather kind of taking over once we get through Easter. Zach, hopefully I've already answered your question. Zach asked if there's any widespread severe weather expected tomorrow or Thursday. The short answer is no. We're not outlooked for severe weather at all on Wednesday. If we get any thunderstorms, they're expected to be just kind of general run-of-the-mill thunderstorms. A little thunder, maybe a pocket of heavy rain, and that would be about it. Thursday, we are outlooked in that marginal risk, that level 1 for maybe an isolated stronger storm with some damaging wind gusts possible Thursday night. But again, our severe weather threat overall is very low, and I don't anticipate being outlooked for severe weather on Friday either. Saturday, we could maybe get some thunderstorms as that cold front moves through, but I do think they're going to weaken as they move our way. So I think Saturday will be mainly rain and then a drop in our temperatures as that rain moves out. All right. And Carol, looking forward to some 70s, it seems. Yeah, it is going to be, we've still got this warm air flowing in from the south, even with the scattered rain chances. So still very mild, highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s through the next 3 days. That rain on Saturday will cool us off a bit, highs in the 70s. At some point late in the day Saturday, we start to see that wind direction changing as the cold front moves through. So then first thing Sunday morning, that rain will be moving out. Temperatures will be dropping into the 40s. Then we only climb into the 50s on Easter Sunday. I know that's the day everybody, wants to wear their new springy outfits and whatnot. It's a shame it's going to be the coldest day of the whole next 7, but then sunny and warmer weather does take over as we get into next week. All right, if there are no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Lyons will have an updated look at your forecast on 14 News tonight at 4, 5, 6, and 10, and he'll do another streaming show here tonight at 9, so I hope you'll join him for that then. Everybody have a great rest of your day, and as long as you don't blow away in those gusty winds, it's really a pretty nice day to be outside, so get out and enjoy it.